Hey up lads and lasses, and welcome back to the channel with the big one. It's ABR 2025. We're here, but should we have come? Let's find out. Have it.
So you wanna ride bikes, stay strong, flexed up, like Johnny, a Yorkshire lad, like Johnny, a Johnny, 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 Johnny.
Right team, so it's the Friday. We came yesterday on the Super Thursday, but we just want to enjoy the day, get used to the area, meet up with some old mates and stuff, so there wasn't really much to show. So we're going to jump straight in today, shall we? And let's see what we get up to. So the first thing we did this morning when we woke up, we wanted to get one of these test rides in. Now it's notoriously hard to get a test ride in here because everyone wakes up dead early. The booth opens at 8 o'clock in the morning, but if you want to get one, early bird catches a worm, doesn't it? So we were up at the Triumph stand right behind us here. Where is it there? At 8 AM this morning, and we thought we'd just pick and choose. We brought a helmet, we brought all our gear with us just so we could jump straight on a bike, because I was hoping that most people wouldn't bring their gear with them and they'd have to wait till the afternoon or something for a ride. Anyway, it worked. There was literally no one wanting to get onto one of these bikes first thing in the morning, so we kind of had our pick. I'll show you the one we chose. Right team, so this morning we went out on this bike here, not this exact one, and we did some trail riding. Now, as you can see, we had some good fun on the trail. The only issue we had, which we've mentioned, was this panel that stuck out too far, and also the exhaust burns your legs and it sticks out too far, so it just kind of digs into you a little bit. Now, it's an awesome bike though, look at it. So naturally, we can't spend too long on anything on this festival, so we're going to rush through it. But if you want to see us riding that bike on the trail, then check out the full video that's coming up. We had a really good ride. We'll cut you to the best bits, don't you worry, but let's see what else is here, shall we? And what do I have to get? Just a bullseye?
The red bullseye. It's the only one that counts.
Right, okay, ready. I haven't played darts before. Oh,
not bad.
Close at that. 14. Nice one. So we tried it. We tried to win one of these for free. Check them out. This is the Beeline Moto thing. So we've just sold our email address to them forever now, so they're going to be bothering us for the sake of a dart. But yeah, check these ones out here, how they just move around. Absolutely amazing out there. Let's get a better view on that. We won a free sticker though, so that's all that matters. So we just tried to win ourselves a free Beeline Moto. We didn't do too bad, you know, that wasn't a bad dart for it all. We got quite close. At least we didn't miss the board and go anywhere else, but yeah, good times. Let's move on and see what else is here. So here are the big guns now, the Moscow Moto. One day they might just sponsor the channel and we might just get loads of free gear off them for going on our adventures, but the chances of that happening anytime soon are very slim. But yeah, Moscow Motor, great luggage company, we really rate them here. Roadskin jeans, highly recommend them. Roadskin, if you're watching, you know, you want to do a collab with us, let's do it. So yeah, check out all this muck-off stuff here. I've been using muck-off for a couple of years now. We just got a true tension kit to try that, which is really good as well. But the muck-off, look at it, it's just solid. Now, I came in this clothing shop yesterday, Slicks, and they've got some of the absolute best t-shirts going. I think we're going to pick one of these up, to be fair. I love this t-shirt. We're going to pick that one up. On the front of it, it just has like a little logo on the front. So we're probably going to just pick one of them up before the end of the weekend. We might pick a Top Wheel Laurel one up too. The thing is, we've not even scratched the surface yet. We've got just done this one row, and the row behind us, we've got all this down here as well. So we're just going to show you the best bits of the weekend, really. We're not just going to do an hour-long video walking around, but we're just outside the biker heads now. Check that out. 2 fingers in the air. I think it's a peace sign though. But yeah, we'll just show you the best bits and see where that takes us, really. We don't want to be showing the rubbish products, we want to be showing you innovative, the new stuff, the good stuff. Right, lads and lasses, we're here with Ryan from FortNine. How are you finding the UK and ABR Festival?
UK is sweet. I come all the time, but I love it. And ABR is amazing. You get sweet people and friends and food and beer and the whole like festival vibe. Also bikes.
But are you riding the trails this weekend as well?
See my pants, man.
I don't know, you're American, so we don't know where you're
not
from.
gonna get them in. They're super muddy.
Well, we're gonna catch him later. I think you're on at like 4:10 or something today, aren't you? One of these things. So we're gonna go down. We're gonna catch him anyway. But yeah, nice to catch you, buddy.
Nice to meet you too, buddy.
Have a good weekend.
I'm gonna check out your
channel.
channel.
Catch you in a bit. Yeah, no worries. In a bit. So we just met Ryan from FortNine. What an absolute lad. Really is a sound as get fuck guy. So I'm dead happy. I've just met my first proper celebrity at YouTube, and you never know, might subscribe to the channel. Happy days. There's much more to ABR Festival than the shops meeting people. If you just want to come and ride your bike, there's so many trails about. There's a TRF trail, there's a Bridgestone trail. We went out on the Bridgestone this morning. There'll be a bit of footage on screen now. We'll probably put that footage up on a different video because it's just too much. But we got about 2/3 of the way around, and then they shut the Bridgestone trail down. And the reason they shut the Bridgestone trail down was because it was a category red, code red, and that's probably like the most fatal of news, I think. So they just shut down every trail, and we just made our way back on the roads, and there were just traffic jams all through. But yeah, you can ride trails all weekend normally. Just be careful, please. Come on now, we love you lot. Just be careful. So yeah, we've had a good morning. We've rid a Triumph Scrambler. We've been riding the trails. We came back, had a bit of lunch, and now we're out in the village looking for more celebrity YouTubers. So happy days. Right, team, now if you've got a bit of money hanging around, this is what you want to be buying. Touratech. You might have seen them on like the new Ewan McGregor and Charlie Bowman videos and stuff, the long way home. But yeah, if you can get a sponsor from these, well done. Look at this though, look at the gear. It's absolutely kitted out. And it's solid quality as well. Look at that here, nice vehicle as well. So yeah, Touratech, if you're watching this and you want to give us a sponsor, you're more than welcome to. So if you did take on the Bog of Doom today, I believe you can view your photos here. However, we didn't get to the Bog of Doom. The trails were shut by the time we got there. And to be honest, it's very dry, it's very warm. So I don't think the bog would be as doomy as we would have expected. But yeah, get your pictures from here. So I suppose we should talk about what happens on the Super Thursday as well. Not much, to be fair. You just get a better camping spot. We found a lovely one for the camper van. Yeah, we met with some mates. We watched some of the bands in the afternoon. A lot of these shops were open, but a lot of them were still setting up. So, you know, you're not going to do your big shopping on your first day, are you? But last night we saw definitely maybe an Oasis tribute, who were, to be honest, they were awesome, to be fair. We also saw T-Rexiter, which was a strange one, but it were awesome as well. But yeah, we basically went to bed at 10 o'clock, so we were up at 6 AM to try and get onto one of these scramblers, but it worked. Tomorrow we will be having a lie-in. We won't be attempting to get any more bike trials or anything like that because the queues are just enormous. The one for Royal Enfield was so long. It kind of broke my heart to see how many people were queuing up for Royal Enfield. It was good for Royal Enfield, I suppose, because there's a big demand for it. But I would have liked to have had to go on one of the classic 650s as well, or even a classic 350. Nice bikes. This is just smaller village area now, and these are the kind of people I like to promote because they don't have a big following as, like, say for example, Moscow Motor. But yeah, the ACT, now that's awesome, that. So if you're planning on going on an epic adventure, check out the ACT. You pay for some money and you get all the GPX files, and then you can just go off around the trails. But most of it's all, you know, back roads, it's all green lanes. So yeah, it's worth checking out the ACT if you're looking for your next adventure. Check these out. That on an Interceptor as well. Look how perfect that looks. A little peg just to get into there. Like, every detail immaculate. You know, the petrol can really is solid, and the luggage rack on the back, timeless, just beautiful. So the 10th here called Glenn Anthony Watches. He does some absolutely amazing watches and clocks. He's made them all himself, which is really cool as well. That's really good to look at. Check them out. Check out this big Dakar truck. So Oxford products here. I've never faulted them. I've got the Oxford heated grips on 2 of my bikes now. The monkey bike ones didn't hold up very well. They were a bit cheap in the end. They were the hot grips for scooters. But the rest of the stuff's solid. We just put that relay onto the Bonneville. Solid piece of kit, to be fair. And it's really well priced. Like, that relay cost us 22 quid, I think. And you could get a relay for 120 quid if you wanted to. But yeah, Oxford products. Nice to see them doing well. Right, team, so you know that we only like to promote the best stuff on this channel, and we've just come across this product here, the Wingman of the Road tent. Check this out, this is just a bit different and a bit amazing, I think. Right, team, we're here with the man of the hour, the man who worked behind the Wingman of the Road. It's Kendall. So what made you come up with this idea then for the tent, really?
Lots of motorcycle camping.
Yeah.
Lots of complicated gear that took a long time setting up.
Yeah.
So we wanted something that was quick, easy, bike to bed in 3 minutes. You can do it in the dark, and you can do it in a farmer's field, and you're gone before anybody knows.
It's just proven that as well. It's just put it up and down in it's just put it up in 2.5 minutes. So it just goes to show as well. And it showed us yesterday the rain test on it and everything as well. So I just think it's one of these proper products you should keep an eye on. I'm going to invest in one. I think it's going to be perfect for taking to Italy at the end of the summer. But yeah, Kendall, well done on having a good product here, mate. Yeah, and we'll keep promoting it, and we'll look forward to seeing him again next year. So. Right, team, we just won a buff. Very happy with that. We have been using one from the Lightweight Adventure Festival last year, which we got off a solicitor with their brand on it. So yeah, we do need a buff. We're not going to complain because anything that's free is awesome. But yeah, happy days. So let's go take a look at the rest of the manufacturers who are here with their bikes this weekend. We've got the Royal Enfield one here with the Himalayan, so let's start with that, shall we? Solid little Himalayan sign right there. Yeah, this is the Royal Enfield Himalayan, or the Himalayan, however you want to pronounce it. Everyone seems to pronounce it differently. But yeah, check that out. Cool little setup, isn't it, really, what they've done. We've got the Bear 650 here, the Interceptor. We've got the Classic 650. Now I really like the Classic 650. I think it's one of the best bikes that's been made for a long time. If you're into modern classics, modern retros, whatever you want to call them, then yeah, the Royal Enfield Classic 650 is a really, really good bike. It's quite heavy. I think it's 224 kilograms, but for cruising around the streets, it's amazing. And another thing I like about ABR is you can just come and sit on any bike you want. Like right now, we're just climbing on, check this out, Classic 650. Sorry, Classic 350. But yeah, check out how beautiful this bike is. This is a bike that I'd have, to be fair. I like the new one because you're on the dash, you've got yourself like a little sat-nav system. But yeah, this is a really top bike. If you wanted just something to just tool around the country lanes, then check out the Classic 650. I think I prefer the Meteor 650 after seeing it. There's one down here. It's just got more of a scooped seat, and it's just a bit more, it just seems a bit more comfortable than this one at the moment. But yeah, horses for courses, great bikes. So we'll move on to Harley-Davidson next. They've surprised me recently with Harley-Davidson. It's never been a bike that I've been properly interested in. We're trying to get our way of everybody here because everyone's walking into us. But yeah, it's a bike that I've never really wanted to own. However, we were riding on the trails this morning and we saw kind of like their scrambler version of things. It's still massive. But yeah, check this one out here. If you put some proper scrambler tyres on it, it just did really well on the trails. It's the Pan American 1250 ST. Check it out. I'm guessing there's Pan America 1250, but it's not the ST version that people are taking on the trails. But yeah, this morning there were a load of them on the trails, and they're just beautiful bikes, really. I don't think I'd have a Harley-Davidson, but if I was going to get one, I'd probably go for that 1250 ST. But just look at that for a little view when you're riding down the road. It's a beautiful bike. Like, I think it kind of suits me a little bit as well. What do you reckon? Yeah, it's a good bike, to be fair. I'm not really too into having your legs forwards like that. I have to show you my legs now. Yeah, I quite like the naked riding position of bikes, mainly because I've had my spine fused together. As everybody knows, I never shut up about it. So yeah, really good bike. Happy days. Let's see what else is here. So although it is not a motorcycle, we have here the Grenadier by a company that I'm probably going to pronounce wrong, which is Ineos. But yeah, this is to fill the gap in the market for the original Land Rover Defender that they stopped making. And we've seen them booting around this festival all day and all day yesterday. And they look like really, really, really good cars, to be honest. Easy to fix, kind of with that ethos of being like a farmyard vehicle, but you can take them off-road and they're not going to get stuck anywhere. But yeah, check this out. It's a really, really cool car. So we've got the TAM Podcast on there, the TAMP, Trail Adventure Motorcycle Podcast, I think it stands for. That's in a TRF10. Clive Barber, who does that, you know, really good guy. I don't listen to the podcast, I hate to say. I don't have much time for it. Not because it's not good, it's just I generally just don't have much time for it. So yeah, check out the TAM Podcast. But we're going to go see the BSA motorcycles now, because I love these BSA motorcycles, and I would have had one. I did look at one, I contemplated one before I bought the Bonneville. But yeah, check these out. This is the Gold Star 650. Now if I were going to buy one, I'd have to get the red and chrome one. Look how nice that is. Just beautiful. Yeah, it's a beautiful bike. It suits me perfectly. Probably not in this shirt, but it's a really nice bike. Now I'll tell you what's been really popular, the CF Moto. If you want to try and get on the list to ride one of these bikes at this festival, it's nigh on impossible. The queue was right down here to the road this morning, all the way down there, which kind of goes to show what I say. I think everyone's going to be riding Chinese motorcycles in about 10 years time, because they just seem to be solidly made, but the price, that's why they've got everyone. The price is just right. Check these out. I was looking at the MT450, but this here is the 800 MT, and just look at that. Look what you get. I don't have any prices to hand, but they are cheap. They are well under half the price of a big GS, and they're just going to go the distance. The Chinese parts are flooding the UK at the moment, so trying to find new parts of these bikes isn't impossible, which put a lot of people off in the early days. But we're going to head down to, I believe, the Ducati Centre now. Let's have a look at the Ducati, shall we? The main event. And there we have it, sports fans. There we have it. Just check it out. All these bikes you can sit on and ride. Now, if you watch the channel, you knew that I just had a Ducati Scrambler that I just sold, and I did like that bike. I did like it. With Ducatis, they come with high servicing costs, so if you want to keep the value up, you've got to get them serviced properly. And it's just something, if you want to trade up one day, you're not going to get your value out of it if you've been servicing it yourself. But yeah, check it out, this stall. Check out some of these bikes. They look ace. And now we're going to go to the next big Chinese company, and that is Vosges. Vosges is solid. I like the rally bike. They did this 300 rally, and if I didn't get my CRF 300L for so cheap, I would have bought myself one of these these Vosges rallies 300s. They just fit the bill. Yeah, check this out here. 3,799 plus on the road, which look amazing it looks. Like obviously it doesn't come with the bags or anything. I don't think it comes with the crash bars, but look how beautiful that is. The colours are bang on. And once again, that's a Chinese bike. Chinese bike, and it's for less than £4,000, and you're gonna have a bloody good time on that bike. But yeah. You know, I don't think you have to be afraid of Chinese bikes anymore. Some people were back in the day, but I'd happily have one. There's the new Honda Monkey alternative, the Blue Rock Bongo, that's come out. And that's a good alternative, that's Chinese. Now this is a cool bike as well, the Benelli Leoncino 800 Trail, check this out.
That's old school, that is. Yeah.
When I was first in the market for a bike, the Benelli Leoncino Trail came up as one. It looks like a really good first time biker. I can't remember why I didn't buy it. I think about £6,500 at the time. I got my Ducati Scrambler for pretty much the same price, so you're going to go for the Ducati, aren't you? But yeah, that's the main bit. There's some KTM, there's some BMW all over here. There's a tent going off here now. But I'll show you one more of the bikes that are here, because there's just loads. We're not going to have time to see them all. So I'm very conscious of how long this video is going to be. So we're just going to fly through the rest of the manufacturers. We've got KTM, we've got BMW Motorrad over here, we've got Honda, we've got Yamaha. But there was one company that I wanted to try and ride with this morning, but the queue was just massive. They were queuing from 6 AM from what I can gather, and that is the Cove rally bike. And if you just see the footage of it, it is an amazing looking bike. It's a kind of Dakar inspired. Yeah, I'd love to have one. I think it'd be a great little addition to Top Boy Johnny's collection. But sadly, we don't make no money because no one watches these videos towards the end. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and you know, I might get paid one day. Now here's a bike that I do like, the Moto Guzzi V7 Sport.
Why is it shaped like that?
Yes.
So Moto Guzzi are churning out some really cool looking bikes. The problem I've got with Moto Guzzi is the reliability. If you talk to anyone who's had a Moto Guzzi before, they love them and they hate them at the same time. They love how they ride when they work, but they're always braking. So that's kind of a bit of a shame, really. That's what put me off on Moto Guzzi. I did have the opportunity before I bought the Bonneville to have one of these V7 Stone bikes, but it was second hand, there was no warranty on it. I think if I wanted a Moto Guzzi, I'd go for the warranty on it, because I've seen cylinder heads cracking, I've seen problems with the electrics, but I do hope they can rectify them because I do really like Moto Guzzi. So these are the final set of bikes that I want to show you because there's just so many. You just have to come and see them all next year, but I'm absolutely wowed at what you can sit on, what you can enjoy. Tomorrow's gonna be my big day for checking it all out when I'm not filming and stuff. But yeah, check this out here. Look how beautiful that is. So yeah, this is the 450R. Look how nice that is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sort of KTM.
Now I'll level you people. I don't know much about Cove, but I love everything about that bike. Absolutely everything about that bike just screams Top Boy Johnny. That I could see myself going on a long journey on the 450R. I think 450 is a perfect kind of tourer with your light off-road work. But yeah, 100% I'd have that bike. But yeah, let's go see what the food's looking like. Another thing you can do while you're here, you can go paddleboard on the lake. There don't seem to be anyone paddleboarding on that lake unless it's at the other side. It's a long way to walk home wet though. I did think about it, I brought my swimming shorts just in case, but we're not going for that this weekend. But we're going to walk into the food area now. Check this out. So you've got pure craft beer, you've got some cocktails, whiskey galore. And we had a look at all the food last night. There's Caribbean food, there's Italian, there's pizzas, there's donuts, there's shawarma, there's curry, there's Thai. Every kind of food you can imagine, which if you've been to a festival before, you get what I'm saying. There's just absolutely tons of it. Yeah, you do have to take a mortgage out to buy something though. I think it was like a curry and rice was like £18 last night. And you know, short arms, deep pockets, because we're a Yorkshire lad, so we've got loads of food back at the camper van which we'll be eating. So I might treat myself to some donuts here, because they're not like fresh donuts, is there? But otherwise we won't be eating much food here. If you're a vegetarian or vegan, there is options, don't get me wrong, there is options, but there's not much for those who don't eat meat. There's biker festivals, a lot of pulled pork, but we don't eat meat because it's haram. But yeah, there's crispy duck, poor ducks, but yeah, there's chicken and chips, sausages, burgers. Right, so we're going to try and head to the main stage now. Last night I put some filming from last night. The Definitely Maybe Oasis tribute were amazing. I think they're called T-Rexicity or something, T-Roxicity. They were absolutely amazing as well. But this is your kind of your bar area that we stood here. And to be fair, it's reasonably priced. You're looking at about £5.50 for a drink. I'll show you the menu now. Now, I'm really boring, as most of you know. I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I like to go to the gym, lift weights and ride motorcycles. That's my kind of drug. So I had a few non-alcoholic beers last night. They were £5.50 a pound, which I think is rotten really. You shouldn't be able to be charging £5.50 for a non-alcoholic beer. But yeah, check out this view. So, that's most of the grounds now. There's only one place we haven't been to, and that's Ragley Hall. So I'm going to have a wander up there and we're going to see what's up with Ragley Hall. So another thing we've got going on is we've got quite a few friends here now. Obviously people have said hello to me because of the YouTube channel. Yeah, fantastic if I've met you this weekend and you're just watching for the first time. but we've got our mates from the Small Bike Big Adventures. We've got people we met at the Lightweight Adventure Festival. There's just so many people around, so you know, even if you come by yourself, you'll make friends. All my neighbours are sound as a pound. We've been chatting this morning and stuff. They've just arrived. So yeah, tonight we're going to meet up with the Small Bike Big Adventure lot. We'll have a couple of drinks somewhere, you know, chat some rubbish. So we're just walking up to the hall now. The temperature's risen. It's a beautiful day. I reckon it's easily maybe 25 degrees at the moment. But English heat's different to American heat, and until you've experienced it, it's different. It's humid. There's no air conditioning anywhere, so we're kind of just used to just living in misery when it gets too warm. I quite like the hot. Not too hot, but this is absolutely fine for me. I am in a bit of a thick t-shirt, but yeah, the hall. Let's stop talking about that. Let's talk about the hall here. And there we have it, sports fans. There we have it. So there we have it, Ragley Hall. It's rather grand, isn't it? And if you look this way now, straight ahead, that's a small part of the festival, all along here at the back. Yeah, big shout out to the people who own this hall for letting us have this amazing festival here. Also, another thing to note is there's these Honda buses that go around, and they do a circular around the park, so if you can't walk very far, then just hop on them, they'll take you back to your camper van or whatever. So that's a really good idea, that. I like that. I'm hoping, like with most old buildings, it's a bit cool inside, high ceilings and everything, and thick stone walls. Let's have a look, shall we? So the main vestibule here, where you come into it, is an art gallery, and all over the walls you've just got lovely pictures of what people have taken on their travels, to be fair. So let's check a couple of them out, shall we? Richie Vida. So they gave us a little sheet, and it's like a circular walk around the hall now. This is how cool the hall is. But Ragley Hall is the ancestral home of the 9th Marquess of Hertfordshire. So yeah, the family are direct descendants of Edward Seymour, brother of Queen Jane. So yeah, this is one of the grand rooms. Really funky library. So yeah, this building is really grand, it's really beautiful. Check out this art gallery here. Yeah, I could see myself living in a hall like this. I don't think they're that cosy though, to be fair. It's not as cosy as my house, but it's grand, isn't it? I'd have like a motorcycle like in every corner, just a focal point. And then the grand staircase. Wow, look at that. Now that is absolutely stunning. Yeah, so that's Ragley Hall. That it's stunning. It's not massive, but yeah, it's well worth coming in just to cool down. Right, team, so we didn't even notice this because we were so blown away by the building, but outside the front here are the motorcycles used by famous people on their adventures, and there's some pretty impressive ones here. Like you got the Suzuki, the old Africa Twin 750, and they're all owned by different people. Look, for example, we've got Hugh Watkins Triumph Trophy Trial. So yeah, look at that. That's awesome. Got another Hugh Watkins there. Richie Vida's Silver Lady. Right, team, so that was just a nice little Easter egg, that Ragley Hall, really. If you're into history, I quite like these old stately homes. I can spend ages looking at stuff around them. But yeah, the bikes outside are really good. So, but it was really nice just to cool down in there because the temperature is rising. So the plan is now I'm going to go check out a couple of these talks and see who's on. Ryan F9's on. There's username Kate. She's on tomorrow, I think. There's a Missenden Flyer. He was on earlier. I think I missed him though. But yeah, if you don't want to do any of the biking or any of the shopping, there's just so much to learn from a lot of the talks that are on. There's an Austin Vince talk. So we're going to check out a lot of that itinerary, really, and we'll put a few cutscenes in for that. But this is ABR Festival, basically, behind us. And I love it. I honestly, if we had to rate this out of 10, I'd probably give it a 10. That's a hard one, that, isn't it? A 10. if you disregard the food items that are available and all that stuff and the price of a pint, what you get for your money is you could happily just come here in a tent with your bike and ride the trails. And that would do for a lot of people, just to meet with other folk, just riding them trails. That is worth the money in general. The shops we've got behind us, they're really good. They're offering some decent deals. Normally with festivals and stuff, they cost a lot more to buy things from there than you can get online, but everywhere's offering discounts off their general websites. And there's a few things that I'm going to buy as well, I think. I've forgotten what they are, but I've seen some items. There's a couple of t-shirts that I quite like. I'm going to try and make sure they fit properly. But yeah, and there's just bikes everywhere. You can just enjoy the bikes, and I've chatted to my neighbours who are on their bikes. But yeah, this festival, trial some bikes, get up early, get in the queues, really good. I would highly recommend it. So in the beginning we did ask, this festival, ABR 2025, we're here, but should we have come? Most definitely, 100%. Quite possibly one of the best times I've had in a festival. I used to download every year, but this is just more me. So yeah, honestly, check it out. There's so much to do here that I've not even touched the surface, and we can't make a video that's going to last all day because you won't watch it. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this weekend now. Thank you for spending the day with me, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.